Hi and welcome back. I worked 7 days a week for over 60 days and I actually liked it. After this whole stress with having COVID, with moving to Canada, a steady work and sleep rhythm was all I needed to relax a little bit, and doing the same things every day, like getting up at the same time, eating at the same time and going to bed at the same time, was pretty relaxing, so I really enjoyed this time there. However, when my time at the kennel came to an end, I was more than happy to have a weekend off before my next job started. And today I'm going to show you what I did during this weekend. So let's start. As much as I like snow, I was really looking forward to leave the north and finally enter the spring season in the south of Canada. For my new job, I had to travel across British Columbia, and it is still very difficult to come away or go to Fort Nelson, so there is a bus once a week and I took it to Fort St. John. From there I flew. There was no reasonable price direct connection from Fort St. John to Vancouver, so I had to take a flight in a mini airplane with 2 stops on the way there, but it was an interesting experience. Vancouver was not my final destination. I wanted to go to Nanaimo, a town on Vancouver Island. The public transportation from the airport to the ferry station would have taken 1.5 hours, and I would have arrived a few minutes after the departure of the second last ferry that day. So I decided to spend $60 and use the perks of an urbanized area and called an Uber. The ride went right through the city center, and compared to the north, everything had the vibrant colors of spring. The ride took me 40 minutes and I could get the second last ferry. I was super happy to arrive at a really nice Airbnb. The farewell at the kennel was easier than I thought. The reason for it is that they saved the worst task for last. I had to grind 4,000 chickens in my last day at the kennel, and that was the most disgusting job I've ever done in my whole life.
Oh my god. Oh, it's horrible.
So we grinded several huge trailers with chicken and filled them into buckets so they could use it as dog food in the upcoming months. I wouldn't have even ever considered this as a paid job, and now I did it on a voluntary base. And don't get me wrong, this shouldn't be a rant about the task in general, or that volunteers should be able to just cherry pick the task that they like. All I would have wished for is a clearer communication, because if I would have known that this is going to be my task in the last week, I would definitely have left earlier. Because every morning when I got up, it was more like, oh no, today is chicken grind again, and that led like a negative picture on the whole overall experience. Yeah, but anyway, I couldn't change it and I didn't complain, and I just thought, grit your teeth and just get on with it. In Germany we have this popular reality TV show. It's called I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. The show is about formerly famous celebrities get sent to a camp in the jungle in Australia, and in order to get food for the whole group, they need to do some disgusting challenges.
Fucking shit.
So this 5-day chicken grind felt like my personal jungle challenge.
Das riecht sehr lecker.
And if I should ever gain any fame and participate in this show, don't call for me, because I'm gonna definitely rock the challenge, because I'm disgusted by anything after this time. However, I will still remember this smell and won't have like chicken soup on my dish for quite some while now. On my first day in Nanaimo, it rained, which was perfect, because I had an excuse to just go grocery shopping and spend the rest of the day in front of the TV. So I just returned from the supermarket, and it was nice to buy whatever you want and have for dinner whatever you want. So this is my selection. I really love dark grapes. Then I have some whole grain buns, blue cheese, some vegetables, red pepper dip, and some hummus, apples, bananas, a little bit of breakfast, and some red wine. Yeah, so a lot of healthy food, because I really missed it. It's not that they didn't have it at the place where I worked. It's more like if everything is prepared, then you rather take the unhealthy choices, because they're so tempting, and in the end, if someone makes food for you, you want to take it, because otherwise it's wasted. And now I'm happy that I can buy myself some food, and that I can have a lot of like vegetables and fruits. I also used my days off to make an appointment with a hairdresser. It had been 4 months since I went there the last time. It was definitely overdue, like I already pointed out in my last video. Today is finally the day where I can go to the hairdresser after 4 months of not going there, so I'm pretty excited how it will be. So here's a little update on my hair situation. I went to the hairdresser, and sometimes it's a little bit of an adventure when you go abroad to a hairdresser. This time I told him not too short. I wanted minimum 7mm. And this is what I got. I mean, it's far away from 7mm. It's super long here. And on this side it's not that long, so I don't know what he did there. Perhaps he was confused because some of the Canadians use the feet and inch measuring system and not the metric system, and perhaps he didn't understand me when I said 7mm, or he didn't want to do something wrong, so he just kept us as long as possible. So now I have to deal with it, and maybe go to another hairdresser in 4 weeks again, because this is still very long. For the rest of my time in Nanaimo, I enjoyed the nice weather and go for some walks to explore the city and the nearby Neck Point Park.
You are my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way. We got everything here, at least to stay alive, and the time that we share makes it all worthwhile. Got this place on our own. Do you feel that we got something strong? And I saw you walking the line, and the truth may come as a surprise that with you I feel alive. I could find my way. And I saw you walking the line, and the truth may come as a surprise, that with you I feel alive. You will be the last one I think about.
So that was it for today. Next time I'm going to tell you where I finally moved and what I'm doing here. If you like this video, then leave me a thumbs up. And if you have any clue what I need to say at the hairdresser to get a decent haircut, what equals 7 millimeters, what is smaller than an inch, please let me know in the comments down below, and see you next time. Bye bye.